I have another success story from Reddit for you. Now, this is talking about techniques and giving you some inspiration. And then there's the success story at the end, more towards the end. So just listen in because there's some really good information in this. I totally agree with what they're saying. So techniques don't manifest, you do. I see many people ask repetitive questions about techniques, questions that imply a misunderstanding of how the law actually works. We all had them or saw them, things like insats, my visualization is not fully HD. Is that okay? How do I know I did SATs correctly? Is it okay if I say this word instead of that word in my affirmation? Should I affirm in my head or out loud or in front of the mirror, etc.? The only answer to all of that is it doesn't matter. Why? Let's take a look at the bigger picture and see how manifesting works in the first place. So the basic knowledge is that creation is finished, meaning that all outcomes and possibilities exist at the same time. There are multiple versions of each one of us. There is me now, and there is another me that never even learned about the law, etc. And they all exist at the same time in different realities or timelines. Based on this knowledge, we can chill and know that time is not linear and circumstances don't matter. We should also keep in mind who we are. We are spiritual beings in a human body. We are God, creator, infinite source, whatever you like to call it, and we experience life through our awareness. Okay, but how does this explain manifesting? Remember, there are many versions of us in many realities, but only one awareness, right? Let's say I am now in version number 32. This version of me got fired and applied for a job. What can happen next is that I either become version number 33 that got the job, or I become version number 34 that got rejected because creation is finished. That all exists now. Usually this shift happens without me thinking about it based on my autopilot beliefs and thoughts, my state. If my state is in line with me, with the me that gets the job, I will get it. If not, I won't. In conscious manifestation, what I have to do is become version 33 that got the job. I become aware of being the person that got the job. I embody the state, and that's how I shift my awareness to that timeline and experiencing getting the job. It's not bringing things to you, it's traveling between realities that already exist. There is no other way, there is no doubt, there is no what if. It's simple. If I'm the person that has the job, I get it because I'm version 33, and version 33 can only be hired, just like an apple can only be an apple. If I'm version 33, then I won't be hired no matter what. Sorry, version 34, then I won't be hired no matter what I do. Wait, what about techniques then? Knowing what we know, that manifesting is mainly switching realities based on our state, we can now talk about the use of techniques. Techniques are only there to make you switch states. They are not the tool to manifest. They are a placebo. When you do SATs, you see yourself having the desire, so you will believe that you have it. Hence, you become the person that has that desire. You act like it and think like it, and that's when the 3D shifts and you experience a desire in your 3D. That's why feeling is the secret, not the techniques. Techniques are just a tool to make you feel it, which is why it doesn't matter if you affirm potato all day long as to you, potato means that you live in the end, being the version of yourself that has the desire. Because your state manifests, not the image quality of your SATs, not poetic affirmation, not the subliminal track with rain versus ocean. You do. So what does this all mean? It means that the only way to manifest is to be the person that has the desire, thinking like it, acting like it, being it, like an actor embodying a character. If you can just be that person straight away, by all means, just do it. If you can't, you use whatever known technique or invent your own even, with the goal of turning into the version of you that has the desire. If not, you'll spend months affirming and never get anything because you affirm as the person that doesn't have it. And the person that doesn't have it cannot have it. We don't manifest what we want, we manifest what we are, which is why there is no one to change but self, which is why, side note, which is why I talk about self-concept all the time, because not because I knew, like I was told self-concept is people talk about self-concept all the time because it is so important, but I see it in my life. I've worked so hard on improving the thoughts in my head about who I am and what I deserve and what I want, like who I am, basically. And since solidifying that, so much has changed, and very recently as well, and continues to change, because the more it changes, the more belief I have, and the more I step into the person that just has whatever I want, including doing this YouTube channel. Like I only started this because I could step into that person that said, right, this is who I am now. That's it. Anyway, okay. Optional, short examples from my life to prove this point. When I was manifesting my partner, I made the mistake of joining a Facebook group where it's all about affirmations, nothing else. I was in a hopeless, needy state. I was definitely not the person that has the desire. I knew it deep down inside, but I was so hopeless that I was doing 1,008 affirmations a day for like a week, and then decided to do 10K affirmations. Yes, 10,000 in one sitting. It took me a waking day, almost 12 hours affirming nonstop. Did it work? I got more obsessed, more needy, and more desperate. Yes, that part worked, but did he come back after that? Absolutely not. He only came back months later. I figured it out and became the person that was happily married to him. It took 3 to 4 days, 2 days imagining to get into the state, and 1.5 days of fully being in the state. Another opposite example, I started to manifest a fully different life, and I was living in the end of me being a rich entrepreneur. I fast forward to 5 years from now, and I became the woman that has it all. That was my state. Back then, I had an okay job with above average pay, and from the state of being a successful entrepreneur, I was trying to manifest a promotion in that job that would give me an extra 1K in my salary. I was living as a company owner, financially independent, doesn't work under anyone, yet I wanted to manifest a stupid 1K bonus. Guess what? I got fired. In the most magical way, everything was failing, even laptops and internet, just to deny me a way to prove myself and not get fired. I was shocked for the first 15 minutes, and I realized that the state I am in cannot possibly be working for a salary. So the law was working. My state was manifesting, not my affirmations. After that, I launched my business, and now I am in the state of being that version that I am embodying. I really hope it helps. Please don't make my mistakes and get in your head following every YouTuber and guru and doing all the techniques in the world. Just change who you are. It is easy and it's for free. I love that. I 100% agree. It almost feels pointless me having this YouTube channel, because I always say the same thing over and over. Self-concept, get into the state, like get into the person that has the thing that you want. And the only reason I will continue to make videos is because you need it drilled into your head, like I did. If it was so easy, we would all do it. We'd just go, okay, I'll get into the state then, good. But no, we come with our baggage. We come with our terms and conditions. We come with pasts and trauma and things. And this is the experience of being human. We're a spiritual being in a physical body. So it's actually part of the living experience, okay? And it's cool. Like once things get a bit easier, like if you're in full-on heartbreak now, then yes, you don't feel it like this is cool. If you are in so much debt that you can't afford to buy a coffee, like I was, and I was in so much heartbreak in the past that I didn't want to be here anymore. Like it was so bad. Yeah, it's really hard to hear from someone say, just get in the state and you have it. Well, actually getting in the state, unfortunately, isn't like clicking your fingers. So it's good to keep remembering and keep being reminded that it is possible. You are on the right track. You'll just have to keep going, but don't worry about the techniques. The techniques are, like this person said in Reddit, the techniques are just there to help you. Like, I loved scripting. When I first went on this journey, I scripted probably for like a good couple of years because it made me feel so good. It made me feel things were possible. It made me think it was happening now. I loved it, but I don't do it so much anymore. I also really loved affirmations. Again, I did it pretty hardcore. And there's been periods in my life since I learned all this stuff that I've done hardcore affirmations and done it really consistently. And now at the moment, not doing it. But if something comes up, I might have to fall back on that again, just to get my thoughts in the right place and to get me in the state, right? To get me in the state. At the moment, I feel very much in the state of everything that I want. But yeah, it's taken work to get here. So I love that one. I hope you really liked it too. Let me know. And yeah, please subscribe, put a comment down below. If you have a success story, I'd love to read it out. Send me an email and I'll see you in the next video.